Hi everyone! Welcome to our page and to start our comeback sa ating mga vlogs, we will start with the topic that is closest to my heart, and that is breastfeeding. And with me are my purely breastfed babies. So this is Bree. How old are you now?
Two.
Two. And this is, who's this?
Zigzag.
Georgia! So this is Georgia and Bree, and they are my babies. Bree is now 2 years and 1 month, and Bree is 5 months, turning six this I think next week. Yeah, tama. So I've been breastfeeding for 2 years now. More than 2 years now. So, kung ano yung edad ni Brie, ay gano'n na rin ako katagal na nag-breastfeeding. So, Brie has been purely breastfed until 1 year old. And after 1 year old, nagmi-mix feeding na ako sa kanya na full cream milk, na lactose-free full cream milk. Hindi ako nagpo-formula because I'd rather have her on full cream milk na naturally from or directly from an animal product. Yes, that's yours. Say cheese. Than formula milk na merong mga vegetable oil and added sugar. So, but meron pa rin siyang breast milk, especially at night. And nung dumating si Georgia last September, so Georgie was also purely breastfed. Yes, oh, so sabay sila. So I actually have 3 months worth or 4 months. Yeah, 4 months. September, October, November, December. 4 months na nagtatandem feeding ako. Nagpi-feeding si Bree sa one side and si Georgie on one side. But around 1 month before mag-turn to si Bree, I need to force stop na yung pag-feeding sa kanya. Kasi mas naging attached siya at naging aggressive siya sa kanyang latching. Siguro dahil na-inspire siya kay Georgie. No? But Georgie, nauubusan na ni si Georgie at wala na akong nasa-save na milk because I usually just save milk during bedtime, and I will teach you later how. Pero, hindi ko na magawa yon nung nagtatandem feeding ako with Brie and Georgie because sabay sila. So, walang time to save milk. It's always ubos na ubos. Although, that one is also something to be thankful for nung panahon na yon because it triggered a lot of milk production. So, when I stopped na feeding Brie, I was able to save a lot of milk, and we will show you how much milk we're able to save. So this is our milk stash. So it should be a separate compartment than for other food and stuff. So you can see, ganyan na karami yung natago na ipon naming milk. So, it's a full fridge in this area. And that is all for Georgina. And we will tell you kung paano natin yan nagawa at nat-sustain in a little while. So, we'll show them? Okay. Right now, Georgie needs to feed. So, as much as nakakapagod because breastfeeding is really taxing mentally, emotionally, physically, but I still choose to do it because it's really the only way for me na maging healthy yung baby. Kasi wala namang force na diet for the children, and the more natural the better. So, breastfeeding talaga for me is the reason why they are both very healthy, never na hospitalized, never na ngailangan ng a lot of treatment. I think si Brie naka first dose ng antibiotics at more than a year and a half na yung edad niya. And that's also the reason why we stop muna sending her to school. Oy, Georgia. Georgia. Kasi maraming may sakit, and the pediatrician actually advised na higher risk for antibiotic resistance ang too early na school age. Kaya ngayon, dito lang muna kami sa bahay. Kaya sobrang daming kaguluhan and kakulitan. And that's also partly the reason why hindi na tayo naging active before. And now, with the help of all our village, yung village namin, little village here, we're trying to get back. So, benefits of breastfeeding, very simple lang. There's no other food na better than breast milk. Yes, the dede. Nothing else is better than the real dede coming from mommies or from other mommies in case for those na hindi makaproduce ng kanilang sariling breast milk. Ayaw mo na ng milk? You want food na?
Baby mama.
Yeah. So, si Georgie, at 5 months, merong food schedule na binigay yung kanyang pedia na para mag-introduce na ng mga food, solid food para malimit yung allergy production. So, right now, she's eating sugar-free, salt-free, plain peanut butter.
Papa.
Brabra also. Oh. Yeah, this is Georgia, but Barbara ate it na. Okay. So, si Georgie, ever since she started eating solid foods, naghanap na siya. She's no longer contented with milk alone. Yummy? Yummy? Yee. The reason why 5 months pa lang, pinagsisimula na ng kanyang pedia kasi daw by 6 months, ang kanilang immune system is somewhat nade-develop na. And if they are not introduced to earlier foods, malaki yung risk na mag-develop sila ng sensitivity, hypersensitivity, or allergies on many foods. Kaya meron siyang schedule ng different kind of foods, including yung mga common na allergens like egg, chicken, nuts, at i-introduce na sa kanya so that she will no longer or malalesen yung risk na maging allergic siya to those foods. Going back to our topic talaga for this video, how to make this breastfeeding sustainable. How I was able to make breastfeeding for more than 2 years sustainable the minimalist way. So this is minimalist breastfeeding, and I'm gonna tell you that the most important part of breastfeeding to be successful is to trust and believe na you can produce enough milk for your baby. Marami sa mga mommies tumitigil ng breastfeeding because they feel na hindi sila nagpo-produce ng enough milk. The baby keeps on crying and the baby is looking for food, looking really hungry, and you are correct. Totoo ngang gutom na siya. But alam nyo ba that the moment you have formula milk on standby or the moment you consider na magbigay ng formula milk kasi nga nauawa na kayo sa baby, that is already the start na most likely hindi na kayo magproproduce ng breast milk. That is because the baby's cry or the baby's hunger is actually the trigger na mag-produce ng more milk yung breast natin. Without crying, without need of the baby to eat, hindi na siya magpo-produce. So, kapag gutom ang baby, don't worry, your baby can sustain a little bit of ma-prolong yung kaniyang food intake, but the continuous latching and continuous na suckling na maneuver or action of the baby towards the breast, yun yung magda-develop ng milk. And for the newborn, yung tiyan nila ay parang kalamansi lang. So, very, very small. So, actually, it is normal na when you press the breast, halos walang lumalabas, especially the first few part, colostrum yun. So, it's very thick. And sometimes, yung color parang, it can be yellow, but it can also be parang transparent na parang tubig lang. And you just have to trust. Kailangan maniwala lang kayo that you have enough. You have enough. Even those patients na premature yung baby, it will just take a couple of days or a couple of times bago mag-develop na ng kanyang sariling milk. Georgia, what's happening? So that's very important. Number one talaga is the trust, okay? Kasi kapag the moment na tumigil na ng iyak ang baby, the one that will be sensed by your body is hindi na kailangan ng milk kasi nga busog na ang baby. And that is true because wala nang iyak, no? No, bro, no? So, Georgie only started solid foods a couple of days ago. And look at her. So healthy. So, this is her at 5 months. You want? You want more milk? So, another thing, the moment that you trust and believe that you have enough milk, then you can start doing the very important thing for it to be sustainable, especially for working moms like me. Para makabalik kayo sa work agad, you have to save milk. So, there are so many na mga tutorials on how to use ng mga breast pump, electric breast pump, and you can watch those. But for me, I've tried all kinds of breast pump. Merong portable, merong hospital grade, merong kung ano-ano pang klase. At I think I've spent sobra talaga yung na-spend ko sa lahat ng mga breast pump na nagamit ko. And I'm really not successful. So that's why I'm introducing to this breastfeeding na protocol sa inyo, the minimalist way, because I'm only using silicone breast pump. So this is a Haka silicone breast pump, manual breast pump. And this one is Haka, but I have other brands there. Equally, you can use them, but I think this one, yung pinakamaganda talaga. So I will show you how I do it the minimalist way, the simplest way. So the breast pump, yung gagawin mo lang, lalagay lang dyan. So suction it, open, tapos negative pressure, tapos ilalagay. Eventually, you will get used to it na kahit one hand, kaya mo na to. For me, kaya ko na tong gawin ng one hand. So, dapat naka-negative pressure siya so that the milk will just keep on flowing. What's this? Didi. And then, when you use this together with direct latching ng baby, so habang nag-latch yan yung baby, nagsisave lang ng milk. So, I usually just use isang milk collector, any sterile milk collector na merong cover. And then I put it here. So, hindi ako yung type, you can see naman, no, na sobrang dami na natin na save na milk. But honestly, I'm not the ones na yung maraming flow. Every feeding ng baby, like ni Georgie now, depende, no, if it's a regular feeding na wala akong work, so every like 2 to 4 hours nagfi-feed siya, I can collect around 1 to just 1.5 ounce lang ng milk every time. And what I do is I save it. So 1.5 ounce might sound a little. It will feel like konti siya para i-save. So pwede siyang i-join with the previous one, provided na hindi mainit yung nalalagyan ng lugar na to. So, you can put this on the refrigerator, and then sa next feeding, pwede mong i-add yon. And even if 2 or 3 or 4 feedings para malamp, that's okay as long as it's within like mga 12 hours window and in a cool na area, cool place. Kung naka-aircon naman at merong refrigerator, it's good. But if ever wala, you can use what I used before if I'm traveling. Yung I have an insulated mug na malaki, nilalagyan ko lang siya ng ice, tapos dun ko pinapatong ito para to keep it cool. Kasi the first thing na masisira yung breast milk is yung humid or hot temperature. But if it's cold temperature, it can last up to 3 days, like sa refrigerator na sa itaas. Pwede lang siya. So, what I usually do is I save enough until makakaabot ako ng kahit 3 ounce lang, and then that's already good enough. So, this is a big mug na mga insulated. So, nalalagyan ko lang siya ng ice at pinapatong lang dyan. So, at least parang meron kang mini ref anywhere you go. Especially at night, na habang nag-feed ako sa baby habang natutulog. And speaking of, that's our third thing, the sleeping. But before we proceed with that one, it is also very important kung ano yung paglalagyan ng milk for saving. So there are many milk pouches. The very common, like the ones I got from hand-me-downs galing sa ate ko at saka sa sister-in-law ko, malalaking pouch. 5 to 7 ounces. I think hanggang 8 ounce. So, malalaki. So, if you put 1 ounce, 2 ounce, or 3 ounce lang in a big pouch, it doesn't feel right. So, parang hindi mo siya isi-save kasi konti lang. So, what I found out is meron palang milk storage bag na 3 ounce lang. So, this one is a 3 ounces. So, I just bought it in Shopee. It's Sun Mom 3 ounce. So, none of this is sponsored ha. So, this is just my personal na mga selection. So, even 3 ounce lang is good enough na. So, the one that you see there, the one that you saw in our collection ng mga milk na na-save natin would be 3 to 5 ounces. It can accommodate up to 5 ounce kahit 3 ounce pouch siya. And that's just enough per feeding ni Georgie. If ever man kulang, then 2 pouch, it's okay. So, I think this was also one of the most important part why I became successful with my breastfeeding journey, because I was able to save, kasi noon, nang hindi pa ako nakadiscover nito, the one that I was able to save na nasa bottle lang, since nasa 2 ounce lang or nasa 1.5 ounce lang, pinapainom ko siya agad the next feeding, which is something that's a little wrong kasi if you will give it to the baby on the next feeding, yung breast mo won't produce na so much kasi feeling niya it's producing more than enough. So, liliit yung supply. Whereas, if you will keep on saving the other side, your body will feel na it needs to produce more. So, you can actually, twin pregnancy, a mother's body can produce enough milk even for twins, kahit nga sa triplets eh. So, this time, you will train your body as if dalawa yung anak mo. But yung isang side ng milk would be saving. And then, you also alter. Like, if you fed previously on the right side, and then the next cycle you feed the baby on the left side while putting the haka, this is the haka, the silicone pump on the other side. So how do we sleep na para makasave ng milk? Where's Mimi? Can I borrow Mimi? Diba? When mama is sleeping, it's always side lying. This is the only time na maging successful yung breastfeeding. And if this is Brie, naghihiga lang siya dyan and then side lying like that. Oh, that's your baby, no? And then habang naka-side lying, the other breast will have a breast pump na haka. So, pag ano naman yung kanyang position, sideways. And that's enough. So, sometimes, if I sleep, meron akong nilalagay na kamay dito. Nakakatulog ako with breast pump na nakabitay dyan, nakalaylay lang. The only problem is, sometimes I get too deep in my sleep, na puno na pala. So, ilang beses na siya nagaganon. So, yun, yung bed namin, sobrang daming milk stains at sayang na sayang. Pero, I was able to adjust na. So far, I think more than 1 month na wala nang aksaya sa milk, wala nang tatapon because I put my hand here. Habang natutulog ako, ginaganon ko. And then, try to be a little conscious lang the moment na meron ng na lagay, like kahit 1 ounce or half ounce lang, lagay na agad. So, all of these are usually just in my bedside, a little above the head part of the baby para madali lang makuha. So, that is for sleeping. Because sleeping is very, very important when it comes to milk production. Dapat enough sleep and less stress for the mother. Breastfeeding can be a little stressful. Of course, it's challenging. It's also one of the reasons why I cannot think of having another baby again, because breastfeeding talaga is not that easy. But I tell you, it's really, really worth it if it means the health of your baby now and even investment for a better health in the future. Kasi studies have shown na breastfeeding, the longer that you do it, up to 2 years old, the better the chances ng mga baby na lalaki sila without chronic diseases, without metabolic diseases like diabetes, hypertension, mga heart problems, and many other inflammatory causes. But of course, if ever hindi nyo nagawa yun before, it's not too late to put them on non-inflammatory food, which is generally less sugar and less carbs and less glucose spiking, insulin spiking food, which we will discuss on another video. Okay? So, the next one, so we already started. The first na very important, no, is for you to trust how breast milk is the best for the baby and how breast milk can be produced by you as a mom or someone you know. So I'm sure lahat tayo, kung hindi man tayo ang may baby, ay merong kapamilya, kapatid, cousin, or just anyone, friend, close friend that we care about na might benefit from putting their baby on exclusive breastfeeding. So, you have to trust that you can do it. And then the saving part, you need to make sure that you can save. If you want to try first the electric breast pump, that's good. I hope you'll be successful. But for those like me na lahat ay ginawa na, sobrang daming na-stock dyan ng mga breast pump, electric breast pump na mga accessories. Sobrang dami na nila na hindi ko na nagamit. If you are interested, let me know. I can give them to you. But for me, what works is just this and actually manual expression. Thank you to St. Luke's BGC Lactation Center for also introducing me to all of this na yung pinaka-importante at pinaka-number one talaga na way to express milk is manual. Manual na milk production. So, if you press it, magsaspray lang yan. You cannot imagine it unless you see it yourself. So, isa-spray, pinch mo lang, upper going central na direction, lalabas lang yung milk. So, what I usually do, if after ako galing ng trabaho, like I've been away for 4, 5, sometimes 8 hours, so my breast is already very congested, and if I was not able to take a break in between, so congested na yun. So what I do, traveling home, nakahaka na ako on one side and the other side of the milk of the breast will just be used to take milk. So ganon lang. Chuk, 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 chuk. At usually napupuno ito after maybe 4 to 5 hours of no direct latching from the baby. So next would be sleeping. The most I think most sustainable na position would be side lying, because one side can safely feed the baby and the other side can also save milk. And the next thing about traveling. So traveling, very important kasi when it comes to milk production is consistency, especially if you're with your baby. So very important for you to feed your baby as often as you can, as much as you can. So that means everywhere and anywhere. So I've fed my baby in China, in Korea, in New York, in Singapore, kahit saan. And I know others feel awkward about it and they feel like it's inappropriate. But I think it's more inappropriate na pagutuman yung baby, especially if it's a natural thing. Naging conservative lang yung ibang culture, but baby for me comes first, and thank God there are many ways to do it the not so vulgar way. So this one is my go-to undergarment now. So ano lang, kahit ano pa yan, I have also something like that right now. So yan, I have that under there. So yung beauty kasi nito, kahit ano pa yung damit mo, you can just easily raise it. Like say for example, ito yung damit mo na walang makikita. So, yes, Bri. So, si Bri lang yung background natin na music, okay? So, if this is your dress, if this is your shirt, your shirt. So, if the baby needs to feed, ganun ka lang. So, yan, the baby will cover it. So, eto yung makikita. So, walang skin exposure. Okay? And then you can successfully feed na without others noticing. Okay? Yan lang left, and even on the right, ganyan lang. A little lang. Okay? Another would be buying. So, I have 3 kinds of clothes na go-to. So, yan. Yan yung una. So, this one can go in any top as long as yung the other top is also not so fit. And this one is really a breastfeeding shirt from saan nga to? Online ko lang din nakita. But maraming provider niyan if you just search on it. So this one is really designed for breastfeeding. So nakaganon siya. So if you're wearing normal bra, it's okay kung ito yung gamit mo. So yan lang. So yan. And then ganon pa rin. Short exposure lang. Left. And then this is right. Okay? So how about if you're wearing button-down shirt? So, if ever meron kang button-down shirt or yung shirt na mga malalaki yung opening up, you can just wear this. So, eto naman. Sa mga gusto ko rin. So, it just looks nice. And then, if ever, so if button-down shirt yan, you can just open that and then eto na lang. And then, after that baby is finished, so you can just close it, close everything, and go back to normal clothes na. So, those are at least the 3 main important thing. On traveling, you need the needed garments or mga pang cover up for you to do it in a way na sa mga conservative ay hindi rin sila ma-awkward. Okay? And yeah, so next would be the storage. I think we discussed it already that the 3cc milk storage bag is very, very important. I will do a little break because Georgia is already crying. For those who are asking, if naka-low carb pa rin na ako, yes, naka-low carb pa rin ako, and it's very, very doable when it comes to breastfeeding. But kung merong nagtatanong why I didn't lose a lot of weight, why I'm not so payat, and why as compared to pre-pregnancy, I gained weight, because breastfeeding talaga will really make you gain weight because of the many hormones na nandyan during breastfeeding lactation period. And right now, I'm really not focused on losing weight, but focused on producing enough milk for Georgie. So, diet-wise, yung pinaka-importante, dalawa. Proteins and fluids. Okay? So, damihan lang ng proteins at damihan lang ng water. So, hydration is very, very important. Initially, I was drinking up to 6 liters a day. So that I can produce more milk. But I think after 1 year and 6 months, I've adjusted well enough na kahit pa normal water intake lang, 2 to 3 liters is already good enough. But never kulangin less than 2 liters kasi it will suffer your milk supply. And one thing about proteins, as much as I wanted to stay like almost carnivore, mostly meat, the problem I saw with carnivore is na wawalan ako ng ganang kumain. So I'm actually eating a lot less than what's needed. And with breast milk production, you really need more calories in order for you to produce more, because otherwise if you're eating not enough, your body will also produce a little less. Medyo hirap mag-increase ng milk production kung nagka-calorie deficit ka. So, I have to consciously or intentionally add a little carbs like shirataki rice or vegetables para lang magkaroon ako ng more appetite to eat so that I can eat more. Kasi otherwise, if I don't do that, you know how carnivore, mostly meat, can make you feel umay and can make you feel full. Parang 1 meal a day lang is enough na. But with breastfeeding, it's not gonna be very helpful kung nag-uumat ka. So right now, I'm usually at the very minimum 2 meals a day. And I force myself to eat a light breakfast in the morning para at least merong 3 times a day na meal. And it's also, yung umaga naman, it makes me hungry given that halos whole night ay nakalat si Georgia. But with that, nakikita naman natin, it's worth it naman. O, tingnan mo naman braso ni Georgia. O, at yung cheeks ni Georgia. Worth it na worth it. I didn't think before that a pure breastfeeding na baby can be this malusog, busog-lusog tingnan. Kasi I thought before, basta breastfed na baby is yung mga, ano lang, payat lang. But no, they can be so malusog. If only you can see her legs, so healthy. So yan, to recap, we have the attitude towards breastfeeding. You have to trust na you have enough, you are enough, and you are capable of producing it. If ever matagal na kayong hindi na breastfeeding at you wanna restart again, like for those na meron pang infant sa kanila, pwede pa rin i-restart yon. Okay? Especially during the first 6 months na exclusive breastfeeding is most beneficial. And try to save milk the way na magiging sustainable sa inyo. So many people I know, they are successful with electric breast pump and they bring it to work and then they do it there. But again, for me, just manual breast pump na silicone pump is already enough for me and ample amount of sleep. As much as we get disturbed sleep every night, so I will show you my sleep score. So my sleep score now is actually good, 72. Maganda na yan. Pero if you look at the interruptions yan, every red spike there, ay nagigising ako. Nagigising ako. So that's a minimum of 9 interruptions per night na kapag magagalaw ang baby, iiyak, magigising ka, but it's part of nature. Huwag kayong ma-stress na interrupted yung sleep nyo at night because it's just natural and it's actually protective for the baby. It's also protective for the baby that they keep on waking up in the middle of the night kasi yung nervous system nila is developing pa and they are not yet that capable or not yet safe for them to go into very deep sleep. Kasi mas higher incidence of SIDS, yung sudden infant death syndrome for those babies na sobrang lalim matulog, especially for those na nagsisleep alone. I know it's a practice in Western countries na they do sleep training that the baby as early as, I don't know, na meron na siyang sarili niyang kwarto na siya na lang mag-isa doon. Sleep training, after 3 days daw, titigil na iiyak yung baby. As long as hindi ka magi-give in. First night, iiyak. Second night. By third night daw, hindi na siya iiyak. But is that good? That sound initially good, but studies have shown that even if the baby are no longer crying, but their stress level is actually very high. Yung cortisol level nila when they checked it is sobrang taas. So sobrang kawawa. They're just not crying, but they are already very stressed at the early age. So we don't want that. So together with the baby, interrupted yung sleep, pero it's also protective for them to really survive infancy. And then ang maganda din doon is yung body nasasanay din na even if you wake up easily, you also go back to sleep easily. So that's why even if interrupted yung sleep, mataas pa rin yung sleep score. But it also pays that we sleep early, no? As early as 8, pumapasok na kami to sleep. And we wake up usually 5 to 6. Although this morning, 4:15 a.m., ay gising na kami. So, traveling is a must for us. So, latch anywhere, everywhere, provided that you have the gears you need to make it successful. And of course, the storage. For me, the 3cc bag is a game changer. 3cc na milk bags and the diet. And lastly, for the diet, there are what we call galactogogues. So those are the foods that are known to increase our milk supply. So before, hindi ako naniniwala with galactogogues, but eventually, I feel like it's also helpful. But unlike the normal na mga milk bombs na are being sold, no, they are high carb. I make my own milk bombs or milk lactation treat. What do you want? Are you sleepy na? So last na lang, the important part of lactation treat daw na meron is merong brewer's yeast. That can be low carb or nutritional yeast. And then there's also flaxseed meal or ground flaxseed. And lastly, oats. So yung oats, you can do just a little optional and then do everything else low carb. Low carb sweetener. And for the flour, you can use almond flour. So I usually have brownies and low carb cookies na nandyan. And the one that you see in front of me is a chocolate cake from Hito Mom in Bacolod. Maraming salamat sa pagpapadala. So, I think that's it. Georgia, are you ready to latch na or sleep? So, yun lang muna. If you have more questions about breastfeeding or anything about babies, I will share with you what I do. Tell us what you want to know with everything that we do, and we will be glad to share with you how we do it. Okay, okay. Bye-bye na, Georgia. Bye-bye. Bye-bye na, bye-bye.